Okay, welcome to my studio. So today we're going to play with the Micador Brilliant watercolour paints that you can buy on the website, just so that you can get to know, firstly, the colours that we've got, the straight colours, and then how you can mix them to make so many more colours. So on my desk today, I've got the Micador paints. That's the box that it comes in. We don't need that. I've got 2 jars of water. One I will try and keep clean, and the other one is for washing off my brush. Let's just move these. Just got some scrap pieces of paper that we can mix some colours on, and a plate as well that I can mix some colours as well. So I might clean that first. So if you've got a dirty plate, I have a tissue here with me. I'm just going to clean that off so we're not mixing mud right from the beginning. There we go. Kind of clean. There we are, a clean-ish plate. All right, so we've got a clean plate that we can mix the colours on as well. All right, so these are the basic colours. So what we're going to do first is swatch out our colours so that we know what's in here. Fresh piece of paper. Got my colours. Okay, I'm going to dab a little bit of water on each one so that they wake up and soften just a little bit so that we can get them painting. And that's called activating the paint. So a little bit of water on each one, little few drops. Okay, now when I'm setting up my paints, I like to have it so that it's set the right way. I always have the very lightest colour right at the top. So I've got a white there and a grey here. My palette's a little messy, but that's okay as well. All right, let's get into it. Now I have got a sponge here that I like to dab my paintbrush off. What we're going to do is just sample the colours. The top one's white. And really that's just good for mixing. You're not going to see much with that only because it's got a bit of green in there. So that's the white. The next one is yellow. Beautiful. That's the beauty of the Micador colours. They're so vibrant. Orange. Red. Limey green. And a bluey green. The second one, same here. It's grey. You can just see it's off-white. Black. Dab off my brush. There's plenty now that these have softened a little bit. So a beautiful blue. Another blue. So this is a purple blue and this is a blue-green. What are we up to? This one. Purple. And the last one is brown. Grab a bit more. All right. So using just those colours, we can make all sorts of mixed colours. What are we going to try first? We're going to have a look at the, where's my, here it is. I did bring a colour wheel for you to have a look at. So primary colours, yellow, blue and red. And by mixing the yellow, blue and red together, you can get all these others. We also have purple here. We have a beautiful brown as well, just to help us along the colour way. But this is our colour wheel, and these are how we mix our colours. Right, what do we try? Let's mix some nice greens. So that's our base. Now I make that for every new palette that I've got. I always mix these original colours. I'll put it over here so we can just see. There we are. There's our colours. All right. let's mix some greens. I'm going to use my plate. So I'm going to pick up that green that's a really lime green, which is beautiful for grasses. But if you start adding some other colours into that, you can add the yellow. And there you go. You've got a lovely, much lighter. And the more yellow you mix, the lighter it becomes. So that's a beautiful grass green colour. Using some clean water on your brush, you can pull that out and that will give you a very, very light colour as well. So you can always get a shade or a varying of the shade of the colour that I've mixed here all the way out to very, very light shade of that. Let's go. We'll go back to that green again. And if we want to make it darker, let's add some blue. I like this one. So this blue, a little bit of that. Oh, that's gone very dark all of a sudden. Look at that. And it is just about playing, seeing how much you can mix. That's a beautiful colour. Add some more green. Oh, that's a nice colour as well. There you go. That's a beautiful grass green, or for trees as well. Beautiful colour. If we go back to, so if you want that, but you think it's a bit too bright still, this is where we add a colour that's on the opposite side of the colour wheel. So if we've got a green and we want it to be not so bright, we'll add a red. All right, but only a very little bit. Now this red, we'll try this red. This red is, it's more of an orange red. So we'll try just a little bit. There we are. It has neutralised it a lot. There we are. Let's try. What can we mix? Let's play with the blue. And if you want, I don't know, something a bit prettier. The red is quite an orangey red. So add just a little bit. That wasn't enough. Just, oh, that's beautiful. That's given us almost a magenta. Beautiful colour. So that was that blue and a little bit of that red. Look at that colour. That's beautiful. That's lovely. There we are. What else can we play with? What if we go the other blue, which is the more greeny blue, and we'll add some of that red to it, just a little bit. Let's see what happens. A bit more. There we go. That's a different one again. That's very blue, but it has neutralised it because there's so much orange shade to that. It's almost neutralised it a little bit rather than making a purple. Oh, that's a nice colour too. There we are. It's a real soft muted. You don't need to mix much colour to get a beautiful colour like that. There we are. So that was that blue-green plus that red, which is an orangey red, to get that beautiful muted colour. All right, I'm liking this purple. What else did we have? We don't need to mix with the black. What can we do with the yellow? The yellow is very bright. All right, so we've got some yellow. That's not very clean. Now my palette's dirty. Let me clean up my palette so we can start again. Oops, not a tissue. Let's clean up the palette. Okay, all right, let's play with the yellow. There's the yellow, very bright, very vibrant. Clean water. If we add that red to it, we get a very nice orange. That's beautiful. The more red I add, the more vibrant it is. Let's play with that. There's the red. And then if I want to lighten it again, add a bit more yellow. Go back. And we've got that shade is beautiful. And then if we want to neutralize it just that little bit to make it not so bright, pick up a tiny little bit of green. And that's brought it back to something a bit softer. Just by adding those little bits of colour, either way, a little bit more red, a little bit more yellow, and add a little bit of green, and that's just neutralised it. Just that softer, muted colour as well. All right, let's grab some more paper. And another one. What can we do with the purple? Let's play with the purple. So there's the purple. If we add the opposite of the colour wheel, so opposite of purple is yellow, and that will neutralise it, so it's quite vibrant. Let's see what happens if we add just a little bit of that yellow. It's gone very green. So you need to be careful when you're mixing colours. Don't add too much too quickly. Clean that up. Let's see what we can do. Go back into my purple. I'll add just a little bit of yellow. Oh, that's nice. That's gone to a real violet colour. Look at that. So this is my original. That's my colour. That's my purple. Plus the tiniest, tiniest bit of yellow. Gave us that, which is beautiful. Okay. What I really haven't played with. What can we do with the brown? Oh no, that was green. Wrong colour. Okay, clean up my palette. Where's the brown? The brown's in this one. This is the brown. There's my brown. Okay. There's my brown. Play with that. There's my brown. We'll add a little bit of yellow. Let's see what we can do. So there's my yellow. If we add a little bit of yellow, oh, gives us a really nice earthy colour. Let's do that again. More brown. So it's all the shades, the earthy kind of shades, using that beautiful brown. And more brown. And a bit more yellow, just a little bit. And it's going to give you all sorts of shades through there. I think this is my favourite. The purple with a bit of yellow. It's beautiful. What haven't we played with? We haven't played with that green much, which was that green around here. There's my green. Let's add some yellow to that. We'll sample. That's my green. There's my yellow. Let's see when we add them together and what we can make out of that. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. If you're looking for a really bright, vibrant green, wow. We add some more water to that. That's going to be a beautiful colour. Really pretty blue-green back here. Okay, we haven't played with this, the orange here. It's very orange. I wonder what we can do. What if we did, clean my plate. Oh, what a clean area. I wonder what would happen. So we're going to use this orange, which is very vibrant, beautiful. And if we add some white, it just softens it beautifully. That's nice. We add some more. Now my white's kind of dirty. Let's see what we can pick up. There we are. probably be better if I had a cleaner palette. All right, look at all those colours that we've mixed. That's more. Let me grab all those in. There you are. Lots and lots and lots of colours by using just those Micador sets. Look at that. Lots of colours. Lots of different shades. Lots of different shades. I could go on for hours. What haven't we played with? We haven't really played with this one. That blue. Yes, we did. We played with that. Oh no, that's purple. If we add a little bit of yellow, really is going to make a green. Purple and that yellow made a beautiful olive. Look at that. Because really it's a tertiary colour. That's beautiful. So that was that purple plus some yellow equals that beautiful green. Beautiful. A little bit of purple. Oh, that's another nice. All different shades. All right. There we go. I think that might give you an idea of all the different shades, the basic colours, and then all the different shades that you can get out of that one little palette. And this is the best palette. Great for traveling, great for getting to know your colours. They're lovely, they're vibrant, and you can mix so many colours. There we go. Let me know how you go. I'd love to see what you do, and have fun. Experiment and have fun.